Alrighty, so now what we're going to talk about is channel number 2, video email. Video email specifically for relationship building. Why? Because it's just way more impactful. So let's go through it and discuss how it works and how we distribute these videos. So if you're doing videos, however many you're doing, 1 a month, 2 a month, whatever it is, we're going to replace whatever other email marketing you were doing for your database and slide these videos in. But you have to realize that email is just another distribution channel. Remember the first example you saw here is that Bed Bath & Beyond, when people go to their store, no one brings a direct mail 20% off coupon. They scan their email and they get that, and then that's how they get their discount. So think about it the same way. Different people consume content differently. And sometimes people on your database, it might be on your direct mail, they might be in your social media, they might also be on your email. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to hit them from multiple different channels. That's how you build a brand. And don't worry, you won't be annoying unless your content is annoying, all right? If your pitch is annoying. So email does get open, but nowhere near as much as it does. So one of the reasons we use video email is to better communication. It allows you to sort of stand out. How many of your other realtor competitors are really doing this consistently? Now, all we want to do here is just use this as another channel to keep our brand in front of our audience. This is not to generate a lead. It is simply not be forgotten about, and that's all this is. Now, our open rates, we see north of 40% on these emails. That's amazing because the national average is only 13%. But that's because there's a combination of the content we're sending, as well as the subject lines, as well as sending emails to a very targeted list full of your relationships. None of this is theory. When you look at your email list, here's what's true of it. 10 to 15% of it is moving this year. And every single person on the email list has a referral for you. Every single one of those people are consistently having conversations daily, weekly, monthly about people who may be moving or need your services. But if you are out of sight, you are out of mind. So go ahead and do the math. If you can average a 35 to 45% open rate to a list of 100 relationships, and you did this 15 to 21 times a year, how many of them now recall that you are the go-to person for real estate? This is how a brand is made. It's the consistency of the videos that you're sending them that really stay on top of mind and build that brand. Now, the difference between our traditional text is simply just personalization. I mean, that's the number one reason why people, you connect better. You know, it's a more effective tool of communication, and this is how communication is perceived. 90% of it is based upon the tonality and the body language that you're using. Only 10% is actually based upon what comes out of your mouth, which tells you that people are listening and paying more attention to how you're saying things than actually what you're saying. I want you to think about that. It's exactly why we use video to really tell our brand story for us. And we create content that really matches that brand story so it does the branding automatically. I know it gets very deep psychological, but that's really how it works. So what kind of videos can we send them? Well, later on in this course, you're going to see all the different tiles of scripts, but you ever see HGTV? There's no shortage of content to send them. Business interviews, neighborhood tours, holidays, points of interest, happy anniversaries, birthdays. It doesn't matter. When you're sending a broad mass list, all we're doing is creating hyper-local community content that reminds people you're in real estate without you having to shove a lockbox down their throat. So anything, you want this to have a form of entertainment. It's okay to have fun on video. Not everyone doesn't always want you to talk about interest rates or buy this or buy that. That's sleazy. That's not how you carry on a relationship. You want to get in the game of creating content that represents what it is that you do so they can stay in front of your ideal audience, which is, in our case, our database. That's the low-hanging fruit, folks. So when should you send it? 1 to 2 times a month, birthdays, anniversaries. 2 times a month is good. It's not too much. I think any more than that, for at least what we're doing here. Remember, we're talking about building a brand and playing it with this type of marketing. If this was a lead, I would hit them every day. But this is not a lead. We're just marketing and branding our databases, or our brand amongst our database. Think of Hallmark greeting cards, all right? They built a whole company just simply on, hey, happy holidays. You could do the same freaking thing. Super important point right here. Who goes on your email list? So very simple. Anybody that you'd be pissed off to log on to Facebook and found out that they bought or sold a house without you. If you believe they should be your client, then they should absolutely be on your email list as well. So it's anybody that you'd expect to send you a referral, or anybody you'd invite to your wedding and or funeral, all right? Anybody and everybody that you have a relationship with. Basically, if you say hello to them in the grocery store, they should absolutely be on your email list. Now, besides the video and besides the content, subject line is king. For those of you that are working with us, we do all of this for you, so don't worry so much about it. We're going to write your subject lines and emails and send them out for you on top of it. But the more creative, the better, okay? People don't want to open up your boring emails that say, real estate monthly market news update. Sorry, I'm pressing delete. But I would open up the subject line that said, I love you. Maybe that's your Valentine's Day and you're thanking them for their referrals. So don't overthink this, but it is important to sell the click, all right? People use their phones as the gateway to seeing what are they going to say, what are they going to read, what are they going to delete. You got to get your stuff read.